Welcome, everyone. Let's begin our lesson for today by going over the learning goals and success criteria. First, what are we learning? We're learning how to perform reflection movements on geometric figures. How are we learning it? Through the reflections notes and the reflections assignment. When can we use this information? To understand why mirrors invert the appearance of things by switching the left and the right. How do you know you learned it? By getting a score of 4 on the reflections assignment. Now let's take a look at our agenda for today. We will begin by going over the learning goals and success criteria. While we do that, you'll fill out your Get It Started. Once you've completed your Get It Started, we'll go over it together and answer any questions that you may have. After that, we'll go over the reflections notes, and then it'll give you time to complete the reflections assignment on Desmos. Once you've completed the assignment, we'll go over it together and answer any questions that you may have. At the end of class, we'll go back over our learning goals and success criteria while you fill out your Before You Go. Your only homework for tonight is to continue working on the Transformation Study Guide and any incomplete assignments that you may have. Let's take a look now at the reflections notes. The notes begin with the learning goals and success criteria. Now here's a little video of Simbo looking at his reflection in the water. So that's what a reflection is. Reflections occur when we flip a figure over a point or line. So for instance, we have a triangle here. If we flip it over this line, it's going to flip downward and look like this. So that's a reflection. So introductions to reflections. Reflections over a line, we start with, for instance, a triangle here. If we flip it over, it becomes like this. So if we flip it over that line, it becomes this way. So it can be up and down, or it could be side to side. So it could flip and go over here as well. Notice they do not change size or shape. They do change direction, though. So it will flip over and it will look inverted, but the size of the triangle in this case does not change. Reflections can be written in two ways. So we could write it as a statement. I could say, hey, we're reflecting this over the y-axis. Or it could look like this with the r, and then below that, it's going to say the equation for the line that we're reflecting over. So for instance, we have r y-axis. So that means we're going to reflect it over the y-axis. So first of all, first thing we always do is draw in the line of reflection. So where are we reflecting? Well, the y-axis is right here. So I draw in a little dotted line. This is what we're reflecting over. Then we're going to count the distance to the line of reflection. So we're going to take each point. For instance, this point here. And we count how far away it is from the line of reflection. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away. And we're going to copy that distance to the other side. So over here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away and plot our point. Then we do it for each of the other points. So here, this one, 1, 2, 3 away. So we go 1, 2, 3 away on this side. And then the same thing here, 1, 2, 3 away on this side. So 1, 2, 3 away on this side as well. And then we just draw our triangle. And notice we have two triangles that are exactly the same size. Let's look at another example. Now we're reflecting over the x-axis. So here's our x-axis. So we draw it in. Then we count the distance. So here we are 1, 2, 3, 4 away. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4 away and copy that over here. Then we look at this one. This one is 0 away, so it's going to be 0 away on the other side. So we just leave the point there. Then this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away on this side and draw in our triangle. Now what if we reflect over the line x equals -1? So again, draw in your line of reflection. So x equals -1. So when x is -1, it's right here. So it's a vertical line right there. Same thing. Copy the distance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away here. So we go 5 on the other side, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. And then same thing. 1, 2 away on this side. So 1, 2 away on this side. And 1, 2 away on this side. 1, 2 away on the other side. And now we have our drawing. Again, it's reflected. It's just reflected over a different line. Let's talk now about how to sign in to Desmos to complete your work. So what we're going to do is you're going to click on the link to go to the assignment.
and it should take you to a page that looks kind of like this. And right here where it says sign in with Google, we're going to click there. It's going to pop up with our email accounts. You're going to click on your school email account, and it should already have you logged in because you should have already been logged in using Google Classroom. From there, I'm just going to click start the activity, and it will take me into the assignment and allow me to begin. So that's how you will log into Desmos using Google.
Let's take a look now at the reflections assignment. The assignment begins with the learning goals and success criteria. If we scroll down, there's a link here to take you to the Desmos activity. Go ahead and click on that link, and it should take you to a page that looks like this. We'll go ahead and click Start the Activity. The assignment begins with the learning goals and success criteria. We'll go ahead and click Next. Now, it says plot the points on the graph that represent a reflection across the x-axis. So the first thing I'm going to do is use the line tool to draw in the x-axis. So that's this right here. This is the line I want to reflect over. So I'm just going to draw that in, just like that. And now I'm going to go ahead and plot my points. So I'm going to go back to my pen tool and count the distance of each of these points to the line. So this one is 1 away, so I go 1 away on the other side. This one is 3 away, so I go 1, 2, 3 away on this side. And this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away on this side. Use my connector tool to connect the dots. So I'm going to draw a line between here and here, there, and there. And we should have a congruent triangle on the other side. We'll go ahead and hit check it. And notice this is what it's supposed to look like. It does. So we move on to the next one. Now this one says reflected across the y-axis this time. So again, I'm going to draw my line in. So this is my line of reflection right here across the y-axis. So just like that. Now I'm going to count the distance to the other side. So this one is 1 away, so I go 1 away on this side. This one is 2 away, so I go 1, 2 away on this side. And then this one is 1, 2, 3, 4 away, so I go 1, 2, 3, 4 away on this side. Plot my point, use my connector tool to connect them. Just like that. There's my triangle. And now I hit check it. I can see that I did it correctly, and then I move on to the next one. And you'll continue to answer all of these questions until you get to the end of the activity. Once you get to the end of the activity, you'll go ahead and go back to your Google form and click Next. This will take you to your Before You Go. Go ahead and fill out your Before You Go and then submit your work on Google Classroom.